Don Lemon is currently sitting in a federal cell. Just hours ago, on January 30th, 2026, the man who once lectured America from the CNN anchor desk was led away in handcuffs by federal agents. But this isn't just about a protest in Minnesota. This is about a $25 million fortune, a war with Elon Musk, and a secret legal battle that the government has been building for months. Do not exit this video, because in a few minutes, I'm going to reveal the specific evidence found on Lemon's private devices that changed everything. You need to see this. The scene in Minnesota was chaotic. Federal agents arrived at dawn, a stark contrast to the bright lights of the television studios Lemon called home for nearly 2 decades. Neighbors reported seeing a heavy tactical presence as the former anchor was escorted from his temporary residence. This arrest marks a stunning turning point in a career that was once defined by prestige and power. How did a man who interviewed presidents end up in the back of a government vehicle? To answer that, we have to look back at the empire he helped build. To understand the fall, you have to understand how high he was. Don Lemon wasn't just an anchor, he was a titan at CNN. For 17 years, he held the primetime slot. He was the highest paid black journalist in cable news, bringing in $7 million a year. He survived scandals, won 3 Emmys, and was the guy CNN trusted with the biggest stories in the world. But behind the scenes, a diva reputation was growing. Lemon's tenure at CNN was marked by a unique blend of personal commentary and hard news. He became a symbol of the network's shift toward more opinionated programming during the late 2010s. His show, CNN Tonight with Don Lemon, was a staple for millions. However, reports of friction with colleagues began to surface. Insiders spoke of a man who felt untouchable, a journalist who believed his brand was bigger than the network itself. This internal tension was a ticking time bomb that finally exploded in early 2023. In early 2023, it all broke. Lemon made a comment about Nikki Haley being past her prime, suggesting women are only in their prime in their 20s and 30s. The backlash was instant. Even his co-hosts were stunned. CNN fired him via tweet. But here is the detail most people miss. Lemon didn't leave poor. He sued. He fought. And he walked away with a staggering $24.5 million settlement. He had the money to disappear, but his ego wouldn't let him. He wanted revenge. The settlement was meant to be a quiet exit, a way for both parties to move on. But for Lemon, the $24.5 million wasn't just money. It was war chest. He felt betrayed by the industry he had served for so long. Instead, it was a train wreck. Lemon grilled Musk on his ketamine use and content moderation. Musk was so furious he cancelled Lemon's contract before the first episode even aired. Musk called him a lightweight and a puppet. Lemon was officially an outsider. This is when he decided to become a rogue journalist, leading him directly into the hands of the FBI. Now we get to the reason for the handcuffs. On January 18th, 2026, a massive protest broke out at City's Church in Minnesota. The target? A pastor who also works for ICE. Don Lemon was there, but the government says he wasn't just filming. Do not exit, because this is where it gets criminal. The DOJ claims Lemon used his resources and settlement money to help organize the disruption of a religious service. If convicted, he's not going back to a studio, he's going to a federal penitentiary. The FACE Act, or Freedom of Access to Clinic Entrances Act, is typically associated with reproductive health clinics, but it also protects houses of worship. The government's use of this statute against a high-profile journalist is unprecedented. Prosecutors argue that Lemon didn't just cover the protest, he funded the logistics, including transportation and communication equipment for the agitators. They claim his rogue journalism was a front for direct political activism that crossed the line into criminal conspiracy. Why did federal agents wait until today, January 30th, to arrest him? Reports suggest that agents mirrored his phone data and found encrypted messages between Lemon and the protest leaders. His defense attorney, Abbe Lowell, claims this is a political hit job by the current administration to silence independent media. But the prosecution says they have smoking gun audio of Lemon directing the crowd. The stakes have never been higher for the First Amendment. The smoking gun audio is said to contain Lemon's voice giving tactical instructions during the height of the church disruption. If authentic, it would dismantle his defense that he was merely an observer. Abbe Lowell, known for representing high-profile political figures, is preparing for a scorched earth defense, arguing that the government is overreaching to make an example of a vocal critic. The legal community is divided, and the upcoming trial promises to be one of the most watched events of the decade. Don Lemon went from a $25 million penthouse to a 6x9 cell. Is he a martyr for journalism or a millionaire who thought he was above the law? The trial starts soon, and the world is watching. Do not exit without hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications, because I will be covering the bail hearing live as it happens. Drop a comment below, Team Don or Team Justice. Let's argue in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.